Okay, so I have a lot to say about this room behind. Okay, so the first thing is that it's my formal living room, and so I am frustrated about the whole contractor situation. You know, that felon that stole the money from me and tricked my lawyer into thinking that he was a Class A certified contractor. Anyway, so I'm upset because I won't be decorating the Christmas tree in the formal living room this year. And then it makes me realize, some people only have one living room. I live in reality. I know that sounds kooky to be upset that I'm only down to one living room, but at the same time, I worked really, really hard. Anybody who has seen me crying underneath the tables in Himmelfarb Library, I studied for 30 years, so I worked really hard for my money. But I do understand that it's kooky to be like, oh, I only have this one enormous Christmas tree instead of two. Well, technically, I'm still gonna have like 5 Christmas. I understand. So, but then it's like, what would I tell my patient? So when something upsetting happens, you don't want this toxic positivity where like somebody is like, my sister died in a car crash. You're not gonna say like, well, some people never even had a sister. Like, give me a break with the toxic positivity. So while I understand being frustrated about my formal living room being taken up with boxes and office furniture, desks, and all this stuff that should be in my office building, I realize that it's very silly to be like, oh, my extra living room is all a mess. But at the same time, I'm allowed to have feelings, and just everything is relative, right? They're like literally people that are homeless. So like, if you start complaining about your house, does that mean that somebody should pop in and be like, oh, you can't complain about your house because there's people that don't have a house? So there's a lot of different angles to take on this. So the takeaway is that I am thankful that I have a lot of stuff, but I still am allowed to be very frustrated at this guy that stole all this money from me and is preventing my office building from being done, because it has repercussions for everybody. I mean, bless my family for dealing with all the fallout from this. I mean, my house is now a storage facility for office furniture. That can't be easy for anybody. And then, lots of people are helping, and my dad built that cool wooden wall. So there's lots to be thankful for. But occasionally, especially when I look over in this direction of my house that's just filled with office furniture, I get a little frustrated. So yeah, that's my story about all the feelings that I have about this.